cuties. I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. Today is Monday, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Today is Monday, January the 2nd, 2023. I hope you had a wonderful, blessed, safe New Year. I'm looking forward to this year. Y'all, let's get right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8 for weirdness. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Let's move on. So Wyatt and Liam, they're both like, "Oh my God, Sheila's been here. Oh my God, Bill's missing." And so Wyatt like, "We need to call the police." And Liam was like, "No, no, no, we don't need to jump to conclusions." It was like, "What do you mean? Sheila's out. Dad's missing. What are you talking about?" And he said, "I'm gonna talk to Tony. You look around, and then we'll, convene again." And I said, "Well, what is going on?" Anyway, so he talks to Tony, and Tony says, you know how your dad is about security. I saw the vehicle leave, but it was black. It was blacked out. All the you know how he is. So his tent is so dark you can't see who's in there with him. You can't see if what's going on. And they were like, and we tried to pull footage, to see if anybody's been in the house, around the house, anything with the house, and all of the footage is gone, including the backup footage. And Wyatt was like, I know the storm could have knocked it out, but not backup footage too. That sounds like some Sheila. But anyways, they're like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And they said, let's go look for Dad. Because Sheila probably has him hostage or something somewhere. So then they call Baker, right? And they tell Baker, hey, Sheila's been at my dad's place. We need to, we gotta find, he's missing. We don't know where he is. We gotta find him. And so they're like, okay, now the thing is, Bill, I wonder, is Bill know? Is he gonna find? Okay, I'll talk about that later. Let's keep moving. Anyways, they tell Baker. So then, child, we go over here to this craziness. And I love it. Don't get it twisted. I love this storyline. I know a lot of y'all are like, but I'm listen. That a Bold and the Beautiful needed something to bring the interest out, because they done got Taylor and Brooke in this lovey dovey friendship, and they pretty much fired Thomas, and they said, okay, let's do away with him. So they need something to bring some excitement. So, okay, so Steffi said, Bill told her, if you tell on Sheila, I'll tell on Brooke. And Steffi's like, that's blackmail. That's blackmail, Bill. Don't do this. Well, I know you've been through a lot, and I know Katie and Brooke not wanting you hurt you, but don't do this, Bill. Please don't do this. And he said, I said what I said. And Sheila needs to say that, y'all, it's the same dialogue they've been saying. Sheila needs a second chance. She's a murderer. But she understands me, but she's a murderer. But anyways, child, let's move on, because they said, Bill said, we're about to walk up out of here. And Steffi said, oh no, you're not going anywhere. Now, for all of y'all people that were like, Steffi was at PTSD. She was in shock. She couldn't move. She was this. Steffi was just fine today. And that's all I'm saying. She was just fine today. It could have been because Finn was right there beside her, but Steffi was finna run up on Sheila and them and be like, you ain't taking her nowhere. And so Finn had to hold her back, child, and tell her, no, Steffi, no. But she walked on out and everything. And Bill said, I'm gonna leave with my woman because y'all not taking the whole way. And he said, and also, we never had this conversation. And that's it, y'all. He and Sheila, he left. And so then Finn says, Steffi, oh my gosh, what is going on? And she said, I can't believe, Bill, I can't believe he's blackmailing us. And he said, I need to know what happened. And she said, with Sheila? And he said, no, with your mom and Bill. What was he talking about? So then Steffi had to go back in history, and she had to tell the tale about, she was married to Liam, or she was with Liam. I can't remember. But and they were in a rough patch, and Liam and Bill were in a rough place, and she went over to her grandfather's guest house, and she was there, and Bill came over to see her. And so they made it do what it do. And she said, and then my mom found out, because y'all, I believe, was it Ridge who made it seem like Bill had did SA to Steffi. And so then Taylor went out, she went and shot him and everything, because she thought he had R, used the R to Steffi. And so she, and that's what all happened. Baby, That's not funny. I'm not laughing at that part. I'm laughing at Finn's reaction because I said, Finn, baby, this was before you because baby Finn said he clenched that fist. Steffi had to tell him this was before you. I said, baby, you knew she had a past. You know you weren't the only one. Why are you upset about this? And he said he took advantage of you. She said, no, I mean, it wasn't really like that. I said, why is, oh God, I don't know. I don't know, child, but Finn was so upset. Baby, when I saw her fist clench, I hollered. I'm not going to even lie. I said, thank you for my laugh today. But anyways, they said we're going to, they want to figure out a way to get rid of Sheila because they can't believe she was in their house and they just let her go. Because she said, but Steffi said we can't because if we do anything, my mom would be in trouble and she don't want that. So they in a pickle. So then, okay, so Sheila and Bill get back to the house or whatever, and they continue to talk, and they tell each other about. She tells him, "Thank you for being so kind." It's the same mess she was telling Deacon. I said, "Baby, Sheila can play a man," and some of y'all are in the comments like, not on this channel, but on Instagram and all that. Like Sheila's not even that pretty. Like they act like she can hypnotize a man. They say Cleopatra wasn't gorgeous, but she knew how to manipulate people, and that's all it really takes. You don't have to be pretty. I mean, like you don't have to be a supermodel or what you consider to be a supermodel. Because to me, Sheila's not ugly. I think she's a pretty woman. You don't have to, but that's not what it is that they're seeing. They're seeing a woman who accepts them for them, and she don't care, so they know they got that support and all that. So it's not about just the looks for them. So, anyways, she telling Bill, "Thank you for supporting me. When I needed help, you've been here, and I can't thank you enough." And he thanks her for just, for liking him for him and not judging him and all that. And she said, Katie and Brooke were wrong for that. And I might be paraphrasing what I heard, what I think I heard into all this, but y'all know how we do. Nothing's changed because it's a new year. But anyway, so Bill said, he says, well, we have to go to the next phase. Are you ready? And she's like, yes. And so then Bill calls the police and he says, "It's Bill. I've apprehended Sheila Carter. She's here. I need someone to come immediately." He'll call the police, and I said, because I read the spoilers right going into this. You know how they give you the preview of what the episode is gonna be on if you guide your channel. And I said, "Oh, I thought Bill was gonna turn on Sheila. This is all a ruse. He planned all this. Lord, Bill, really, you really want Sheila like this?" He said, "Yeah, girl, I told you." Well, I didn't believe you, sir. So, anyways, he talking to Sheila, and he's like, so he hang up the phone, and then they're like, "Okay." He said it's gonna be rough, but you're gonna get through it. And she said, okay. And then Sheila just thanking him again. And then she took that sword, and she pricked her finger, put the blood on her lip, and kissed Bill. I said, what in the Wednesday Adams is this? Like, what's going on here? I don't understand. What are y'all doing? Baby, that had me. So I said, what? Child, so she do all this, and she'll be a kiss, and he told her, go through this. You gonna have to go to jail or prison for a little while, but it'll be worth it because I'm gonna stay right you. And she said, you remember, I'm the only one who sees you. And I said, she's still working that manipulation on Bill. She reminding him, I'm gonna be going away, but I got you. And he's like, yes. And then she tell Bill she love him and stuff. Bill didn't say it back, but she told him. I said, oh my gosh. And then Baker gonna bust in. Sir, you didn't do any of the work to find her. The citizen had to do this. Bill had to report this woman on his own, and he's on her side. So I don't know why you busting in like you're doing something. But y'all, that was the bold and the beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.